Welcome back to DellyMaths Concepts. What we're actually looking at today is we're dividing polynomials. If at all you have done long division before with regular numbers, we're going to approach it the same way where we're going to divide, then we multiply, then we subtract, and then we drop down or bring down, whichever way you want to say it. So we're going to go through these 4 steps over and over until we're done. So basically, let us set up what we're about, all right? So now I want us to focus on the idea that we're only going to be using the variable to divide. So in this case, we're going to be using m, and we're going to use it to divide as we go throughout, right? So let's take the first step. The question is, how many times can m goes into m to the second? Or you could say, let's divide m into m to the second power, right? And then that's going to give us m. And then we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply m times all of this. So m times m will give us m to the second. And then m times -8 will give us -8m. Now we're going to subtract. So let us subtract. M squared minus m squared gives us a 0. That's gone. But -7m minus -8. So when these two say it's like you have -7m minus a -8m, you could see that this becomes a plus. So we're looking at a +1m, which is just m. And then we're going to drop down this -11. And then we're going to go again. So we're going to divide m into m, right? So m goes into m, and that's going to be 1 times. So we have a +1. And then 1 times m. So we're going to use this 1 times everything there. So 1 times m will give us m. And 1 times -8 will give us -8. And we're going to subtract this. So m minus m is gone. -11 minus -8. So it is -11 minus -8. This becomes plus. So we're looking at -3. Now, because there are no more m here, then we have to stop. So what is the result? The result is that we'll have the quotient is m plus 1 and a remainder of -3 over m minus 8. So the procedure remains the same where we're going to use n here, and we're going to divide it into the n. So we're not going to be using the numbers to divide. We will be dividing through by the variable n. So let's take our first shot. N into n to the second, we're left with n. Then we're going to use this to multiply here. So let's do it. So n times n gives us n to the second power. And then n times -6 gives us -6n. And then we're going to subtract. So I'm going to put a parentheses around this, put our minus. So n squared minus n squared is gone. It's a 0. -n minus -6. So it's like we have -n minus -6n. This becomes positive. So I'm going to have a positive 5n. And then I'm going to drop down this. So that's -29. And then we're going to have n into 5n. That's going to give me +5. Then I'm going to use +5 times n. I'm going to get back my 5n. 5 times -6, I'm going to get -30. And then we subtract again. 5n minus 5n gives us that 0. But -29 minus -30 will be 1. So this becomes a 1. What is the result? When this was divided, we got n. When it was divided, we got n plus 5 and a remainder of 1. So it's plus 1 over n minus 6. Let's take a look at another. -5. Again, we're going to be using the p to divide throughout. But remember, the same procedure for how we do long division with numbers is the same thing we're doing now. So basically, p into p to the third will give us p to the second. So we have p squared, and we're going to use p squared to multiply by this. So what are we looking at? So p squared times p will give us p to the third. P squared times -5 will give us -5p squared. And then we're going to subtract this. P to the third minus p to the third is 0. Negative 10p squared minus. So let's take a look at this. We have negative 10p squared minus 5p squared. So as you can see here, this will become a plus. All right, so we're still left with a -5 here. So we're going to be left with -5p squared. And then we're going to drop down this one beside it here, which is a 20p. We're going to divide again. P is going to be divided into p to the 5p to the second, -5p to the second. So we're going to be left with -5p. Then we're going to use -5p to multiply. So -5p times p will give us -5p squared. -5p times -5 will give us positive 25p. And then we're going to subtract again. So -5p squared minus 5p squared. So this is going to give me, so basically -5p squared minus 5p squared. This will become a plus. So you could see that this become a 0. All right. So this is a 0. 20p minus 25p will give us -5p. And then I'm going to plus down this positive 26 to join. We're going to divide the p into the -5p. So p into -5p will give us -5. -5 times p is -5p. -5 times -5 is positive 25. So let us subtract. -5 minus will give us 0 here. 26 minus 25 will give us a 1. So basically what we actually have, that when we divide, we're going to have p squared minus 5p minus 5, and a remainder of 1. So it's plus 1 over our divisor, which is p minus